My dearest learners, welcome to this yet another super powerful training course. Hey, let me ask a question as we start this workshop. What is the first thought that comes to your mind when you think of Indigo Airlines? Come on, think. Punctuality, isn't it? Yeah, they want to be punctual in every flight, right? And they will make sure that when they're speaking to you, when you're speaking to them, you can sense the fact that there is punctuality in their overall ecosystem. Yeah. Now, what is the first thought that comes to your mind when you think of a luxurious hotel chain? For example, let's say the Oberoi Group. Personalized service, smile all the time. Yeah, they look after you really well. So care and personalization comes to you when you look at Oberoi Group. What is the first thought that comes to your mind when you think of Walt Disney, one of the greatest entertainment parks in the world? What comes to your mind is entertainment and happiness for every age. Yes, they want to entertain you. They want to make you happy whenever you're there. That is their mission, isn't it? What is the first thought that comes to your mind when you think of Starbucks coffee? Personalized, customized, delicious coffee experience delivered with a lot of high energy, right? So we're talking about energy, we're talking about entertainment, we're talking about personalized service, and we're talking about punctuality. All of this put together builds their ecosystem. And when we come in contact with any of their team members, we can sense it, we can feel it when they communicate with us. We can sense it, we can feel it when we are with them. We can sense it, we can feel it when we avail their services. Ladies and gentlemen, that is called the culture that prevails or exists in that organization. Culture means a social behavior of a particular set of group. Now you see that all of these people can actually display through their actions, the way they communicate with you, their culture, their ecosystem, what they're feeling, what they're smelling, what is the air in the organization. You can feel it. Isn't it so true that in order to offer exceptional customer service, we must have a great service culture? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another very powerful course, Building Great Service Culture. Now, I know you want to build a great service culture because you want to be the best in class, isn't it? If you're ready for that, please give me a thumbs up. Perfect. So today, you and I will learn certain ideas on how you can create a mind-blowing service culture in your organization, in your team, eventually creating a delightful, enriching, and outstanding service experience. Here's how I look at it. And what I think about culture is this. You see, the biggest trigger that helps organization excel is how they treat their internal and external customers. To sum it up in one word, it is the culture in the organization. And you and I, we would like to have a great culture in our company so that customer get the best and customer talk about us and they tell us, wow, what a great experience I had when I deal with these people. They're outstanding people. So let us understand 4 amazing ideas on how you can create a great service culture. Okay, now I'm going to talk about certain experiences and examples as we move on together, and we're going to have a rocking time together. Now, one of the greatest companies in the world who's known for delivering exceptional customer service is called Disneyland. So much so that Disney today has a 70% customer return rate, which means out of 10 customers who visit Disneyland, 7 of them would like to visit again, and they do visit again. Wow, what an incredible, amazing customer return rate Disney has. Now, the question is, how is it possible for Disney to create this kind of a great customer experience? Well, the whole culture in Disney is very important, starting with basic vocabulary terms. Like, for example, the employees are not referred as team members or employees, they're referred as cast members. And the customers are not called customers, they're referred to as guests, right? So the mindset they're developing is very different. Let me share with you, when Mr. Walt Disney was creating Disneyland, he had a very important thought embedded in his mind, which he wanted to share with a lot of people around. What he did was he refused to build an administrative building for management at Disneyland. His response was, I don't want you guys sitting behind desks. I want you to be out in the park, watching what other people are doing, finding out how could you make their experience more enjoyable. So people, when they work and they are managing their entire Disneyland, they're not just sitting in office all the time. They're actually enjoying and kind of seeing how customers are enjoying every experience, how customers are liking those rides, and they try and continuously try and figure out how can we make it better? What is that next level experience that we can offer to the customer, further helping them become more happy, more satisfied with every touch point as they travel in the Disneyland. It was absolutely a great experience. Now, I want to share with you, Disneyland has been a very specific, very focused and a unique partner in creating happiness for customers of all the different kinds. Now, here is something I want to share with you. Disney would cater to a lot of specially abled customers. And Disney observed it was an embarrassment for a specially abled customer to declare many times to the Disney staff that, you know what, I'm a specially abled customer, I cannot do this, I cannot do that. Now, therefore, to save the customer with all that embarrassment and disappointment, Disney created a mind-blowing system called Disability Access Service, where the moment the customer walks in, they have a special assistance given to them as a special pass, and they can access everything that they have to with the help of assistance given right at the inception. They can ask for special support, and the friendly staff is always with them to support them wherever and whenever required. This saves a lot of disappointment and a lot of embarrassment for those people, and they really have a great, amazing, outstanding experience at the Walt Disney Park. Now, how did this happen? Disney and the staff was constantly trying to figure out how can we create a great experience for customers like that. So what they did was they identified a few places where specially abled customers were treated differently. And within seconds, they thought, wow, I think we could do something like this as well. They came together with that idea that they picked up from somewhere. They researched and they invented this Disability Access Service. So what are we trying to bring out? You see, leaders are learners and learners are leaders. You are a leader. One of the greatest qualities of every great leader is that great leaders learn from other great leaders. Isn't it so true? One and the foremost quality that we need to have in our culture is let us learn from other great leaders. Let's say you are a bank, for example, okay? And you would like to create an amazing service experience for your customers. Now, well, of course, the other competition banks can also give us insights, but what I personally believe is let's think out of the box. Think of visiting a luxury car store. Figure out how is it that those people are treating their customers differently and delighting them. And is there something that we could bring in from that, and we could probably have a discussion and a brainstorming session with our team and try and see if we can up our service using experience that you had elsewhere. Think about it. Great leaders learn from other great leaders. Not only that, imagine you're a bank and you decide to visit from your branch another branch. And you figure out in this branch, people are looked after differently. The customers are treated so well. And when customers are standing in a queue, people are out there promptly and proactively offering a glass of water. You realize, yeah, if this branch can do it, it's my bank, why can't I? And you decide to kind of work on those ideas, brainstorm with people, and go ahead to the next level. So the idea is that great leaders try and pick up these amazing learnings and messages from other great leaders. Okay, think about it and find out how is it that you can create a great service culture by accepting and by learning from others in your or from other organizations. I'm sure you definitely will. If you're excited for that, give me a thumbs up and say yes. Okay, now here's a second very important point I want to share with you. You know what? This is what I personally believe. Appreciation makes talent permanent. Yes, appreciation makes talent permanent. Imagine a situation. You're working in your office and you're catering to one department, and you're dependent on another department for some stuff that you take it from these guys in order to serve your customer. Now, the other department has started offering their output to you on time proactively. They're always supportive. They always try and do their very best so that you can delight the customer. Isn't it? Let's say it's a back office, for example. What is that immediate thought that comes to your mind? What comes to your mind is, you know what? I cannot function effectively without their support. Now, since they are supporting me, what is it you should be doing? You should be immediately appreciating them for a job well done. Tell them, hey Atul, thank you so much, dear. You've been sending reports to me on time. That really empowers me to kind of further look after my customers. You are awesome. God bless you, dear. Now, imagine Atul gets an appreciation like this from you. What would he do next time? Because he's got an appreciation from you, he will try and see how best he can further improve and do even better than previous time. Isn't it, everybody? Remember, appreciation makes talent permanent. One of these examples that actually happens a lot in Twitter, I was reading about Twitter, is the fact that Twitter does it right because there is a great interdepartmental appreciation that prevails all through the organization. So here's my request: encourage and appreciate your team for supporting you, encourage and appreciate other cross-functional teams and back offices that eventually helps you in delivering your service on time to your customers. Isn't it so simple, right? Let's try this. Appreciate it. It's absolutely outstanding. Now, here's the third and a very important point I want to share with you. This story or this message comes from Starbucks Coffee, one of the largest leading chains of the coffee business all over the world. It's no wonder that the average customer goes to Starbucks 6 times a month. That's really amazing, by the way. And did you know that they sell 8 million cups of coffee every day around the world? Outstanding. Starbucks really rocks, right? But let me tell you, how is it that they've been able to create this kind of equity in the minds and hearts of customers? You know what? Here's the message. When you go and order a Starbucks coffee, for example, let's say you order their very popular Frappuccino, okay? What they do is, if you order Frappuccino, you're going to see that every single drink that is given as a Frappuccino has got a pattern. Now, for example, it will have 7 lettuce or vertical lines and 7 horizontal lines, and then 2 full circles around it. Apart from this, every cup of coffee they serve, the employees must make sure that they give a tissue paper, they have a white sugar packet, they give you a brown sugar packet along with the drink. My dear friends, this is standard all over the stores everywhere across the world. Now, it is called keeping in mind the service rituals, okay? All the compliances, all the service rituals. If a letter has to be given in an envelope, it has to be given in an envelope. If a drink has to be served in a particular way, it has to be served in a particular way wherever you go. That means whenever you're attending to a customer, follow the standard operating procedures, okay? If it says that you have to have a smile every time you deal with a customer, make sure you have a smile, all right? If there is an average handling time, make sure that you have to address the customer complaints or their challenges in 5 minutes. Make sure it is done within 5 minutes. Standardized. So when you follow standardized service rituals, you will be able to up your service wherever you go. And here is the fourth and a very interesting point that I'm going to share with you. Now, this comes from my personal experience. Now, I fly a lot and I've had a great privilege of traveling various airlines all over the world. I'm going to talk about an Indian airline. So I was traveling in this beautiful airways, and it was my last flight home. It was dinner time, so they had served a delicious dinner. So I had my dinner. I was pretty hungry, by the way. So I had my dinner, and after the dinner, they served a portion of dessert. And I still remember it was a very delicious mud cake, chocolate mud cake. I mean, it was very, very delicious. I think I really had every part of it and I enjoyed every bite of it. It was delicious. I was literally trying to scrap out the best I possibly can from that bowl. And I didn't realize when I was enjoying that cake, one of the air hostess was observing me very closely. The moment I finished my bowl of chocolate cake, instantly right after, within next 2 minutes, she offered me another bowl and she said, "Sir, I found you enjoying this chocolate cake and I thought I should get you one more." I was amazed. I was like, wow, I never expected this. I never asked for it, right? But I got it. Now that, my friend, is called the +1 mindset. +1 mindset. Whatever you're doing, do slightly more, little extra. When you go that little extra mile for that little extra smile, that's exactly when all of us create a great customer experience. So the idea is this should prevail in our culture. This should become a part of our ecosystem. This is the air that we breathe. This is the smell that we smell together. You and I need to make sure that we all have that +1 mindset when we are dealing with our customers. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about India's #1 airlines, Vistara Airlines. Absolutely mind-blowing service experience. It was truly a great experience. So, my dearest friends, we've had a great time learning 4 drivers to create a great culture. How about revising them together? Shall we? Give me a thumbs up. Shall we? Yeah? Okay, great. We learned 4 key ideas on how you can create a great service culture. 1, learn from other people. Okay, learn from your different branches or learn from outside your business from other businesses. Great leaders always learn from other great leaders. Okay. Second, Appreciate the back office. We call them enablers. Whoever is supporting you in delivering that outstanding mind-blowing experience to your customer, appreciate them so that they can do better next time. Remember, appreciation makes talent permanent. If you're excited for that, thumbs up. Good job. Here is the third and a very important point. Keep in mind the service rituals, the SOPs, the compliances, and the norms given to you, right? Ensure that really that actually ensures that there is a great service delivered across all over your stores, all over your branches, everywhere. And last but not the least, remember my chocolate cake experience. Always have that +1 mindset. I will give what the customer asks for. I will always give slightly extra to whatever he has asked for. Let's say you're a bank, okay, and a customer is enrolling for a savings account with you, and the savings account kit is received. What you should be doing is give a phone call and tell them, sir, I hope you received the savings account kit. Lovely to have you with us, sir. I welcome you to our family. And sir, if possible, I would like to personally come to your home and explain to you how our website works so that you can access your account anytime, whenever, wherever, and forever. Just do that little extra bit. And the customer's going to say, wow, that was an amazing experience, right? You can do this. Remember, great leaders inspire other great leaders. And I know you can because you are a champion. You are absolutely brilliant. And you know what, my dear friends, when you put these 4 learnings to action, you're going to lift up the service standards, lift up the service culture, and truly create a mind-blowing experience for your customers. My dear friends, I'm sure you definitely will work on these areas, and I want to appreciate you for being a part of this workshop. When you put this to use, I can definitely bet for it. You will have an outstanding customer retention, a lot of happy customers coming your way, and you will be a very popular, very successful, amazing service leader. And you know what? Here is my praise that goes to all of you. दोस्तों वो कहते हैं ना, आसमान की बुलंदियों पे नाम हो आपका, चांद की धरती पे मुकाम हो आपका, ये दुआ है मेरी ईश्वर से कि सारा हिंदुस्तानी नहीं, ये सारा जहान हो आपका, सारा जहान हो आपका. Friends, if you enjoyed my little training session today, do me a favor. Tell us how you're living this learning. Tell us, out of these 4 amazing ideas that you learned today, which one are you going to put to use immediately? Are you going to put to use all 4 of them? Write it down and you can access and send it to us. All you got to do is very simply write to us with a photograph or share a short video of 30 seconds in a formal attire and send that to gurukul.hdfcbank@gmail.com, and we will feature the best entries on our world. So I look forward to your entries. I look forward to you getting published on our world. Let's go ahead and post it. My dear friends, if you enjoyed my session, you want to stay in touch with me, you're most welcome. My name is Ashish Singh. You can find me on LinkedIn. All we got to do is simply go on LinkedIn and type Ashish Singh Star Consulting, enter, be a part of my family, ask a question, take my advice. I'm always there to help you anytime in life, whenever, wherever, and forever. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great life ahead. God bless you all.